I all life get started. Perspective to you guys notice that there was a Amazon news of accepting BTC and other cryptocurrencies, and they came and retweeted saying that they're not doing all those stuffs. So that's the reason I was saying don't jump into this kind of FUDs. There are a lot of chances we can get reversed. So people who would have thought we are breaking resistance 4500 would have liquidated or they are holding the funds. So better to wait for the market and confirmance and try to get in. So on a daily perspective, with the respective to BTC USDT, it's still looking bullish. But as was saying yesterday, we need to break this resistance 4500 to make sure that we are pumping to the 200 EMA. This 200 EMA is like one of the main resistance, and all these moving averages needs to cross this 200 EMA to get more bullishness. And that's one of the prediction for daily charts. Again, it's my own predictions. So don't try to take this. Do your own reference before jumping to any trade. Make sure that you learn everything and play with your. Uh, since you are playing with your real money, you need to make sure that things are right and very good. And one of the key resistance is like if you see on support on June 20th, we closed almost around 29,629. So everyone felt that we were going down, and even I felt the same that we are planning to hit like 20k or 17k or 19k. But what happened is like BTC bulls pushed the price up on the next day, and the rally continued for almost like 7 days of time. So it's a very good sign. But what I'm expecting is like maybe next 2 days we will have like a couple of updates, and it might reach again to 4500. But breaking this 4500 is one of the key area we need to consider. So make sure that uh, looking into those areas, maybe you can buy now and take a profit over here. So you can play all those stuffs. So if you see 40k is 4500 is like how many days? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 7 days. It got rejected around that 4500 and on the candle close. So, so to be extremely bullish, I would say 44 is a key area. So once we reach 44, and bulls will have more control to push the price up. So this is on the daily scale for BTC. On the weekly scale, what is happening is like 8 EMA weekly moving average, 8 day moving average just crossed over 34, and that's where we saw this dump 2 weeks back. And again, we gain momentum to push through this area. And you can see Ichimoku gave us a lagging indicator, gave us that we are going down. But one main issue, what I'm seeing is like uh, this. If it is rejecting this 34 EMA within this week, like still we have like a few days of time, like 5 days of time. If BTC is continuing declining price, and if it is closes below 8 EMA within this week, that is like if you see 36,700. So if it is closes below 36,700, so it can look like a false move. So we need to be very careful and cautious. If it is closes below this moving averages, there are chances that we might again fall down. And one more thing we need to notify users that if you see the volume over here, you can see the sell volume. Sell volume is huge, but if you see the buy volumes here, it is like literally this off of the candle, and again we got a sell, and again for this particular pump we should have at least like a buy volume of this much. It got reduced. People took profits at resistance, and the prices coming down. For anyhow, we need to wait for a couple of weeks to see whether weekly BTC USDT candles are giving us a buy signal on this. On daily, it looks bullish for micro trades. You guys can make some trades and try to get out of the trade, and based on your position and spot amount, you can trade those signals. And other main thing is like we will go to AXES USDT. So this chart looks very interesting. You see it on daily basis. So as I told in yesterday's chart, whenever example if you take a Dogecoin, whenever an ATMA tries to cross above 34 and 50 EMA, the price rallies. So that's what it is happening. And one more thing is like, and if you see here, there was no volume at all for previous day. So it went all the way from $3 to $50 today. So what we need to learn from here is like, so this is one of the key indicators. So it supported this 200-day moving average, and ATMA crossed these two key averages, and it went all the way up. And what happened on 16 July, we started selling, and everyone thought we are going down. But main thing is that our Bollinger Band 20-day moving average, what it got support on 20-day moving average, and it got resistance. So we need to watch the moving averages whether it is getting holded or not. If it is not holded on 20-day, we could have always got it at 34. So if you think that we could have placed bits in this places. So if you see a market is on an inverted hammer, if you see this is an inverted hammer is like there is a reversal pattern in the price action. So if you see this kind of inverted hammer, it's not a fully inverted hammer, it's an inverted hammer. So price is reversing to downwards, what got supported by 20-day moving average. So as a professional trader or whoever it is, they try to place bits low at moving averages like 20-day moving averages or 34-day moving averages. And what happened, so this got supported by 20-day moving average, and it went all the way up to $50. So these are the type of patterns we need to check. While checking all these things, we need to make sure that volume is always green. Make sure that sarcastic RSI is, it's not a very good indicator, but we can try to predict. If you see here on 20th July, sarcastic RSI is like 4.31, which is like it's almost bottom, and this moving average tried to cross over the red one. So that's where price went up again. So again, if you would have missed this rally from $3 to $28, but we had got a chance to get in at $15 all the way to $50. So make sure that you guys are watching this kind of moving averages, which will help you to trade. Try to learn with paper money, and make sure that you are working on with real money after learning all this stuff. And Ichimoku is like bullish, and it is above the cloud, but it's above the red cloud. Above the red cloud is like, if you are following Ichimoku, people will try to buy this chart at around $6 or $7. They will try to buy it $7 or $8. So even though if they buy at $8, will get a decent profit at 2028. So $20 on pen token is like a very good return. So make sure that you are trying to learn these things, and implement in your analysis, or if you are in learning phase, try to understand what is moving averages, what is Bollinger Bands, what are the different types of moving averages, and all those things. So on the whole, on daily stuff, everything looking good. So yesterday, as I expected, there was a correction in BTC price. It was expected because everything it was on FUD. So same thing with Ethereum. As I said below, it is crossing 8-day moving averages are crossing over 34 and 200, and it is trying to cross 50-day moving average. It's a very good sign, but it is exactly rejecting at resistance. We need to see whether people are try to short this particular pair. I think most probably there are chances it can go up to 2600, or I think 2 more days of upside is there for Ethereum based on BTC, but sarcastic RA is like 99. So we need to be very careful of taking longs. But I feel two more days of upside for Ethereum USDT pair. Moving on to link. If you have watched my yesterday's video, this green candle was like fully bullish candle. It was above 50 EMA, around $20, but it all the way got corrected and closed below the 34 EMA. So that's where I ask you to guys, don't jump in on here. Let's see how the market reacts. Instead of 20, you could have bought in at 80, $18 and exited now on $19. So those are the small type of trade. If you guys do leverage trades, it will be helpful. So don't get into the FUD. Make sure that you are trading based on the charts and volume and everything. So we should not trade based on news or random Twitter user or something like that on CT. Make sure that you are following the charts, candles, patterns, volumes to trade. So now it is like uh, we can see it's a green candle, but we need to wait and see whether it is trying to cross over this 34 and 50 EMA. First, if it is trying to cross over the 34 and 50 EMA, I think it's a bullish sign. Otherwise, there are chances we can come like this and touch this Bollinger Band around $13 in upcoming weeks. This is with respective to link, and we can check dot USDT. USDT pair, same way. So yesterday, if you see, I was saying that we reached around $15, and what happened? We got a rejected at 34 EMA. Same way, a link got rejected at 34 EMA, but it didn't close. Any candle. So if we are in an upward movement, we need to close above the resistance. If you see here, for past 5 days, we tried to close above 8 EMA. So this makes market bullish. But issue is like, we need, once this is done, this is the first step. Second step is we need to try to close above 34 EMA. So if you are getting rejected on 34 EMA, people are placed their sell orders to book profits who have bought here. So whenever there is a resistance on moving averages, we need to be very careful. We should not enter long. If you are a gambler or something, you can do and try to make sure that you are exiting with good money. If you're a gambler, if you're not a gambler, if you're a professional trader or you need to learn trading, you need to have a tight stop loss. There is no way that since market reached 15.266 and the Amazon for came and they told we are not accepting BTC, everything dropped. So that's where we need to be very cautious. So make sure that so this needs to happen somewhat like this needs to be happen. So this like this it should happen, and 34 EMA and 50 EMA. So it needs to, this line needs to cross like this. Needs to cross like this. So better to wait and see how the market reacts. Let me delete this line so it will. It's not easy for me to. Okay, let it be there. That's fine. Let me save this. Maybe I can delete after some time. So this needs to happen. This 80 EMA needs to cross 34 EMA line and 50 EMA line to make at least a target of $26 for dot. So once we manage to cross this $26, I think we are good. So next, I think we can go to BNB coin. You know, Binance is number one exchange. We can check their BNB coin. So BNB coin, it's looking like Ethereum where it tried to broke 80 EMA, tried to break this 200 EMA, and there is a consolidation rally above 80 EMA for this many days. And if you see, all this moving average are getting staggered here. So if 80 EMA, if there is very good chance that it can go up. If some volumes in BTC comes in and BTC pumps, I think Binance coin can go up. But we are having a exact resistance at $324. But I feel if BTC performs well, I think Binance can go up to next horizontal resistance around. Let me draw a line for you guys. Uh, Around 370. So, or let me draw one more line. Previous horizontal resistance. Um, Better to go with horizontal lines. Don't follow trend lines. You can follow trend lines. Uh, okay. So I would say if 8 EMA, it's trying to cross above all these moving averages. It's a bullish sign. But if BTC permits to do all these things, I think Binance has a target of 334 and next horizontal support of like 370. It's like almost 10 percentage trade. So sorry, it's like 18 percentage trade. So we need confirmation from BTC to perform all these trades. So it's not like full confirmation. Binance is like third or fourth in market cap. So if people wants to make money out of Binance, and if they are ready to pump Binance, I think Binance can have a easy target of 370 in near future, maybe in couple of weeks or something. Let me see weekly chart how it looks like. Weekly chart of Binance. Okay, so if you see on the weekly, almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, almost 7 weeks. What happened? It got supported by 34 week moving averages. Okay, so as I mentioned in daily, 334 is the target. If this week closes above 334, so this is a bullish candle, and probably within next week or so, we can reach the 370. So that is on Binance. But for all this stuff, we need to wait for BTC. We can't take blind decisions because BTC is the one who controls every altcoins. Based on BTC reaction, everything will dump or pump. This is on Binance. Let's see. Cardano, EDA, USDT. Okay. I'm going to daily candle. Uh, I'm having difficulty to align this one. Let's see. Okay, I think yeah, same thing. So everything, every chart looks like similar. So every most of the charts it's getting consolidated above ATMA based on BTC again. If price to push, I'm seeing resistance of 1.45 for Cardano. If BTC fails, this A-day will be somewhat, it will be like this, and try to capture this Bollinger Band 1.08. So make sure that you're looking into sarcastic array whenever we end up in high RSIs, there's a dump. So hope you can understand what is going to happen next. So be careful with your trades and make sure that you are entering at a good spot, or it can just consolidate like this. If BTC permits, it can just consolidate like this, and if there is a fall in BTC, we can go down. So that is on ADA. Let's see Nifty 50. So this is with respect to the Indian market. Okay. So Nifty is like okay. So I think we had a sell off today. So if you see Nifty is getting tighter. So 8-day EMA and 50-day EMA, sorry, 34 and 50 is getting tighter. If you can see here, 8 EMA was above, and for past few days, it is getting sold, bought, sold, bought, sold, bought. and again it is getting rejected today. So I think in either Nifty should get support at 50 EMA. If it fails to get support, obviously 80 EMA will try to cross over 34, and in coming days Nifty can fall over the 50 EMA as well. So I am feeling a downtrend for Nifty, but if we get supported by 15, around 15656.45, that is exact INR I can say, as of today, 15656 or 45 in next upcoming days, I think we can go up. But all this Nifty and other stuff, it's all based on US market. If US market performs well, there are chances it can go up. So better to wait and see how US market reacts today. Maybe we can check US futures after some time how it is working. So this is about Nifty, and any specific stocks or something like that you guys need in chat. Uh, okay, I think no chat on this. This is the one. Maybe we can check some good. We can check XAU or USD. Gold market. Okay. Gold. Yes. Gold. Uh, Gold got rejected on 200 EMA on 14th July, and it is declining downwards, and it is getting a support around 1792 for past 4 days. Like in out of past 4 days, in 3 days we got support at 1792. So if gold needs to break higher, what I feel is like all ATMA needs to recapture 34. If it recapture 200, it is well and good, where we can see gold price going to previous all-time high around 1908. That was on June. So that is there are chances, but we need to wait and see how once US market opens. We need to see how gold price reacts. Volume is less because the sell volume are more comparing to buy volume. So we need to wait and see. And if gold manages to close below this ATMA, you can see the previous week, 30th June, gold manages to close above ATMA and it went all the way up. So if it manages to close 8-day ATMA for just 2 days of time, within today is Tuesday, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, I feel we are going up for gold. So that's the one of the main chart I'm seeing right now. And you can see any other charts like Reliance, if you guys want to. Reliance, Reliance Industries. Okay, Reliance is looking interesting. Uh, so, as I was keep on saying with all my chart analysis or my technical analysis, whenever ATMA try to cross 34 and 50, we saw a pump, and whenever ATMA came below this 34 and 50, we saw a dump, and it was just consolidating with the same price for Reliance. Again, ATMA came below this 34 and 50, I think, and today we got support around 200 EMA, that is like 2040. So for Reliance and Bollinger Band is getting skewed. There, if a Bollinger banding is getting skewed, there is some volatility is going to happen in the near time for whatever the market, whatever the chart may be, if the Bollinger Band is getting skewed. So better to wait for Reliance. There are chances it can pop up immediately, but since prices are like 2055, but as per the chart, I feel little bit bearish. But we are getting supported by 200 EMA. There are chances where it can come, as you saw ITC yesterday. Maybe I can show you guys ITC after some time. So it will just consolidate on 200 EMA for days, maybe this week till Friday till Friday or next Monday. 4 days or 5 days of consultation is needed, where lanes needs to pushed up. If we are breaking and there are high chances like 80 EMA can cross below 200 EMA, and we will be in next support. And volume is low, Bollinger Band is getting squeezed. I'm feeling a downward direction for Reliance as of now. Let us check S&P futures, US market. That is like futures market. Okay, as I said yesterday, S&P hit all-time high again. Mm, but we are getting some sell pressure today in futures market. I think this will be reversed and it can go up. Unless another ways, if you have any bad news, there are chances it can come down. I don't feel, and volume is low. I feel S&P will continue ending up higher. So this is an update on S&P. Link. Let us check LTC Litecoin. Okay, Litecoin. Yeah, every other, most of the coin got consolidated below 34 EMA. Like link dot LTC. Yesterday, based on yesterday's FUD, it went all the way to 139, and it consolidated. It closed below 34 EMA on daily. We made a good job of closing the candles above the ATMA till this date. We should not close below this ATMA today or tomorrow or day before tomorrow, day after tomorrow. We need to have a good volume. This volume is not enough. We need to have a very good volume to close below close above these two moving averages, and that is one of the key support. That is one of the key area where most of the charts looks like. So most of the charts like Link, Dot, and Litecoin, it's like sitting on the edge. So if we manage to close above all these moving averages, we are we will try to hit the next horizontal resistance of 173. So try to ask BTC, because BTC is king. So make sure that you are understanding BTC very much, and try to understand the charts and make some money. So I think I have covered most of the charts today. If you are interested, try to subscribe and share with your friends and give comments. Maybe I can clarify if you have any doubts. And as I was saying, I'm not a financial advisor. So all these things I learned from my side. So it will be helpful for people who struggling to make money in market. So that's one of the main reason. Try to understand my videos, and if there is any questions or something, try to post it in comments. I can rectify you and explain you in